to become aware of those subconscious or counter intentions, as you were speaking about those, how do we correct course across each of that counter intention? Let's say we talked about lust, or greed, or anger. Subconsciously we have programmed our reactions to certain actions, basically. So how do we replace that consciously to correct our course of action?
That's assuming we're already conscious?
No, so let's say we are not conscious.
Oh, you're not conscious.
We are trying to understand that, okay, I'm chanting my rounds, but I'm not getting that realization, or I'm not getting that taste.
Well, that means you're conscious. You may not be conscious of the specific obstacle, but you're conscious that there is one. That's the first step. Ultimately, it's a matter of purification and just having love of God dispel all these weeds, these shadows in the heart. But practically speaking, we may not all be on the level of taking exclusive shelter of Krishna at our present neophyte condition. So first thing is become aware. So meditation means, first of all, become aware. And then as you become aware that these counter-intentions are not serving you, practice detachment. Observing them as you and detaching and distancing yourself from their influence. Observing them as you would objectively watching clouds passing across the sky. And they have some purpose, they have some function, they've served you in some way. You don't need to chase after them and invest story into them. Let them go. Detachment. Detachment means letting go, but you can't let go without also letting in. Letting go of anarthas requires we're letting in the light of Krishna consciousness, the luster of the holy name, which makes the shadows evident. And the shadows are like clouds. And we may still have some attachment to them. We overcome that by becoming more attached to Krishna and realizing that these things are keeping me back from going to Krishna. Now you can't fight anarthas, or you can, but you'll lose because they're very powerful. You deprive them of your power by becoming detached. Because power begins with your thoughts. Your thoughts are power. Your inner self-talk is power. Where are you directing it? To your anarthas, you're giving them power. Deprive them of that. Becoming detached, observing objectively, like the clouds passing across the sky. The anarthas becoming evident in your heart. Let them go by letting in the light of Krishna's love, which dispels all the darkness within our hearts. And chant Hare Krishna and find the taste for loving relationships in serving devotees, which is such a superior taste You will not want to hold on to those anarthas any longer. You'll be happy to let them go. Don't fight them, because they'll retaliate. Deprive them of your strength by giving them no more thought. Give your thought to Krishna in devotional service. And don't be discouraged when they keep rising from different depths of your heart. You know, you'll overcome them on different levels. And if you think, I'm victorious, watch out. They'll come up from deeper levels. But eventually, they'll be gone, because they don't come from the core of the heart. They reside in superficial levels of the heart. The core of the heart is reserved for Krishna. The anarthas are in the surrounding region. And they may keep coming up from deeper levels. And it may be intimidating because the deeper levels are subtler and stronger. But if you're aware of what's going on, and really what's going on, it's what Krishna revealed in his Braj Lila. Krishna's Braj Lila is the revelation of what's happening in our hearts when we allow the holy name within. Kamsa is fear. Devaki is devotion. When devotion is about to give birth to Krishna, fear becomes enraged and sends all his representatives, Putana, Shakatashara, Denagashara, one after another, the different anarthas personified. It's all there in Krishna book. It's what's happening in our hearts.
And that happens only while we chant.
What's that?
That happens only while we chant.
Mainly while we chant.
Yeah.
You know, during the day you're so distracted with your whatever that you're not really aware of what's going on in your heart. When you sit, chant, and focus on the holy name, then you realize what's within your heart. Putana, Shakatashara, Kamsa, Trinavarta. And what do the inhabitants of Vrindaban do? Oh, Krishna, Krishna, save us. Use it as an impetus to cling to the holy name with more conviction that he is our only shelter. And he will liberate them and liberate us from their influence. And when you're reading Krishna book, realize you're reading your heart. What's going on internally? As soon as the holy name enters the kingdom of your heart, this is what universally happens. Take inspiration from the residents of Vrindaban and how Krishna saves them time and time and time again. And then the day will come when, as the anarthas arise, you're very eager to see how Krishna is going to save me this time. And he does. And that's why there's one chapter called Wonderful Krishna. After Govardhana Puja is Wonderful Krishna. And of all the disasters that are getting increasingly intense, Krishna just comes through in more wonderful ways. And you'll experience that. And then Kamsa, who is fear, eventually fades away. Because perfect love dispels all fear. Perfect love means Vrindavan, Vrindavan Lila. the holy name of Krishna dispels all fear. But first it's going to raise his ugly face. It's an impetus to cling to the holy name with more dependence.